Hey guys, and welcome to our Oils with Kids class. I am so excited to share with you some amazing hacks, a couple of our kids kits, and some amazing things that you can use oils for, even if they're not pre-diluted for your kids. So I'm really excited to show you a PowerPoint that I put together, and I'm excited to show you a couple of the options you can to get started. Please, Dawson, I'm working. Please go out of here. Speaking of oils with kids, I told my kid not to come in my office. Here he is. Yeah, take it and go in the other room, please. All right, so oils with kids. If you guys want to see me oil my kid up, I'm about to put the lavender on him, so hopefully he falls asleep on the couch. Come here, put your oils on. This is how I do it. I just drop it in my hand and I rub it right on him like this. And then I send him on his way. I love you. Goodbye. So I want to tell you guys how amazing it is to be confident in oiling yourself, but also how amazing it is to be confident in oiling your children, because I think that it's really important to know that you can put these oils on your kids as long as you're using, like you can see here in the slide, Young Living essential oils. I used to be with a company, not with them because I just use their oils sporadically, but before Young Living, and I transitioned before I had kids, but I would never even really put those oils on my body. I would just diffuse them. But I'm here to tell you that Young Living oils are so pure that that's the only thing that I would trust on my children. Yes, here, take this one, call your dad and go in another room, please. Sorry guys, I knew that when he wasn't sleeping, he was going to come in here and interrupt me. But anyway, the most important part to know is when you're putting oils on your kids, you need to be extremely cautious and make sure that the oils you're using on your children are pure. And I can guarantee you that Young Living oils are very pure.
Yeah.
Does it matter with the hot sauces, or like this one has to be up front?
If everybody doesn't mind muting themselves, that's on the Zoom and not on live. That will help us to keep the screen up for everybody who's watching it on live. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is one of the starter kits. I did not get started with this kit. I got started with the premium starter kit, but a lot of times my market is moms. Okay. So I'm talking with tons of moms. A lot of my people on Facebook and Instagram are moms. And so for me, I'm always talking with moms, and when they get this big starter kit and nothing's diluted, it's sometimes a little bit overwhelming. So if you know that you're buying your kit specifically for your kids, this is a really amazing kit to get started with the oils. So right here, it's $125. These are the oils that come in it, and Feather the diffuser is just so adorable. Dawson has that in his bedroom. It plays music, so it plays chirping birds, it plays rain, and it plays like a lullaby. So he loves that. And then speaking of bedtime, we put the sleepy eyes on him before bed. It's also really good for tantrums or fussy babies. So that's amazing. Sniffles is really good for any sort of congestion or clogged noses. Whenever my kids get stuffy or sick, it's really good to put on the bridge of their nose. Tummy Jize is super good for any belly issues. The good thing is all of these oils are already pre-diluted, so it's really good to just be able to rub right on your kids and not have to worry about the dilution chart, which I'm going to show you a little further in the video. Owie is one of my favorite oils, and I'm so excited to share this testimony. I didn't want to type it out because I wanted to tell you guys in person how amazing this oil is. It has helichrysum in it, which is really good for healing wounds. My son stepped on a glass front piggy bank, and the glass shattered right in half, and it sliced the entire top of his toe off. Like the whole part that you would like get a fingerprint off of his toe just came straight off. And by the time, I for sure thought he needed stitches, but by the time we got to the hospital, from me putting Owie and lavender on it, it was already completely stopped bleeding, and it had basically like crystallized over where you could see the skin starting to form. And the doctor told me that his foot right there would never grow back around. And it's almost like, unless you really look at it, you cannot even see where he got cut there. And to me, that was just so, we found the chunk when we got home. It was huge. So for me, that was like the most amazing testimony. And I have tons of testimonies. So that is just one of my favorite testimonies to share with you guys, because that's saved us so much money for not needing stitches. So that is like a must have in your mommy kit. You can even put it on scrapes. You know, it doesn't have to be some crazy thing. Even a scrape or a little cut or something that is in a weird spot that just won't heal. Okay, go call your dad, Dawson. I need you to get out of my office. Okay, Genius is for the older kids who are studying, or if you're starting kindergarten with your little babies. You can put that on them to get them to focus, and you can put that on their chest. That's a really good area because they can breathe it in. So that is a really good oil for any age kids, but mostly school age children. And like I said, Feather the Owl, he's just so cute. All right, so this is the dilution chart for if you are buying the regular premium starter kit. I put a picture of it in the end and I'll go over that with you, but this is the premium starter kit. That comes with all regular non-diluted oils, but you can use the regular oils with your children as well, as long as you're diluting them properly. And then also, once you get used to that, like now I don't have to dilute it on the kids anymore, but once your kids get used to the oils, you won't have to dilute it unless it's a hot oil. So if you want to screenshot this really quickly, I don't know if we're in the way, but you can move the people on the screen and you can screenshot it, or you can save it on your phone. I'll post the little screenshot in the comments when I'm finished. Another little hack is to apply oils to your kids' bottom of your kids' feet, because the skin on the bottom of the feet is tough, and so you wouldn't have to dilute. So that's amazing, because sometimes if you're in a rush or if your kids are sick and you're wanting to really oil them up all day long, you could just really quickly put it in your hands, rub it on the bottoms of their feet, and then you could use the rest like on your forearms. That's what I do because I don't like to waste any. And I know if I'm oiling up the kids, if they're sick, I'm next. So all my moms here can attest, like when you oil up one kid, you're oiling them all up and you're oiling yourself up, because when one kid's sick, we don't want the rest of the house getting it. So putting the oils on the bottom of your kids' feet is really good. And then this doesn't have to be exact. You can just put some coconut oil in your hand, a drop of oil, rub it around and put it on your kids' bodies. But just know if the oil feels a little bit hot to their skin, just add more coconut oil and it will help to slow the absorption into the skin. All right, so bath time. These are like the 3 amazing things that you should like instantly ditch out in your house: the toxic bath gel, the toxic shampoo, and the toxic lotions. The stuff with the fragrance that's burdening your kids' bodies and that crazy smell that keeps them up at night, and you're wondering why their noses are always running, or why they're tired, or they have headaches, or whatever it may be. These 3 were like one of the first things that I switched out so religiously. And the most amazing thing is they're so concentrated that you can dilute the shampoo and the bath gel and get at least 2 bottles worth out of them. I love the lotion. I specifically get the lavender lotion that's the adult version for my kids, and just put that on them. But you can also get the kids lotion. And then for the shampoo and the bath gel, honestly, right now my kids don't have too much hair, so I just use the bath gel for everything. But like I said, you can dilute it down so that you get more out of it, and that's a really good way to stretch the bottles a little bit longer. Okay, so these are what I went over with you earlier. I just wanted you to be able to see the bottles. These are the oils that come in the kit, and this is how they would be. And like I said, they are all pre-diluted. For anybody who's a little bit too nervous to use the oils that you'd have to dilute yourself, you can get the kids kit with these oils that come in it. All right, so this is one of my favorites. Right before this call, I was just texting my good friend Amanda, and I'm like, my kids won't sleep. Harper is just screaming. Dawson's on the couch. I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, this is my one night to teach this call. I've been so excited about it. And I just went in there and I was just like putting Seedlings cum all over her. I'm like, you are going to bed, child. I have to work. And I'm not even kidding you, within 30 seconds, I like went in the living room, put Dawson on a show, and I came in here and then I went back out there to make sure she was sleeping, and she has not made a single peep. So this is like the best $13 you can spend. If you're already a member, you can add it to your cart or your ER order. If you're not already a member, you can sign up with whoever invited you to this call. There is multiple kits that you can get. And if you get the kids kit, I highly suggest adding the Seedlings cum to your order. Like I said, it's very inexpensive and it is one of my favorite kid oil blends. So this little diffuser blend for your children's bedroom before bed, if you put this in there at nighttime while they're getting a bath, or you drop a drop of each oil in the bath while they're bathing, this is like the perfect way to set the environment for a good night's sleep. Diffusing does so many other things, but I mean, everybody wants their kids to have a good night's sleep. So that is just like, always have the diffusers going in my kids' rooms. All right, so I actually have a testimony for this for myself. I know that my kids have gotten over ear infections with essential oils, but I had a very, very bad ear infection this past week. I think I had swimmer's ear, but I went to the doctor because I wanted to, I wanted them to diagnose me so that I could cure it the proper way at home. I wanted to know if it was swimmer's ear or busted eardrum or an ear infection. And I put all of these oils around my ear and also in a cotton ball, as you'll see on, I will in just a minute. Boston, I am working, sorry. Okay, here. And so if you put them around your ear and in a cotton ball, it will help to draw out all the water or the toxins that are in your ear. Just make sure to never drop the oils directly in your ear, because what the job of the oils is to pull the toxins out. It can actually bust your eardrum because of it pulling out the toxins. So just put it around and down where your lymph nodes would be, even on your collarbones. Also, chiropractic adjustments is really good to help to drain the infection as well. Okay, and then two other things that I like always have with my kids. Every morning they both have a Mighty Vite, and then every night they both have a Mighty Pro. Harper, I just throw hers in her little sippy cup with some water and some Ningxia, and she has that before bed. Dawson just eats his like a pixie stick. Probiotics are like the most important to me. That and vitamin C are the most important supplement for your children, for their immune system and for their gut. And those two things work hand in hand. And if you have a bad gut, you're going to have a bad immune system. Give me a minute. So it's really important to have those. And the Mighty Vites is like a multivitamin, but not like the junky ones that you're getting in the store that are filled with sugar and things that are really just going to wreak havoc on their bodies anyway. Okay, and then another thing that is these couple last things are not oils, but these are must-have things for our children. So like if you're on here and you're like, right now, I just want to focus on my kids. I know when you start this ditch and switch process, you have a specific list of things. Some of my girls are like their cleaning supplies. Some want just oils. Some want makeup. So you're literally looking at the things you need to ditch out of your house. The first thing I did was like get rid of all my cleaning products and all my fluoride toothpaste. And so for me, both of my kids need their teeth brushed at night. And so this was a no-brainer to get the Young Living toothpaste. It's so amazing because it has all these things, as you see, no fluoride, no dyes, no synthetic colors. When you're brushing your kids' teeth at night with all of these things, that they're just wired and their body can't calm down and focus. It has all these amazing oils in them and coconut oil to help their teeth remain strong. And so this is the only thing we brush our children's teeth with. So that is definitely a must for you to add onto your order when you get your gift. All right, so like I said in the beginning, I told you that there are multiple other ways to get started with Young Living. I did not add the kids kit is on here, so you can see that again. There's Thieves Cleaner, you can get the Ningxia starter, the CBD bundle, the Aria bundle, the premium starter kit, which is what I told you that almost all of us on this call started with. It is 12 oils, that diffuser that you see there, some Ningxia, some cleaning sachets, and some hand sanitizer. You can use all of those oils in that kit on your children with proper dilution, and whoever signs you up will help you all along the way, so you'll never be lost. That is, to me, the best bang for your buck. But like I said, if you're really just wanting something that you know you can use right on your kids without being nervous, you can do that. And then there's the Welcome Home and the Haven starter. And then if you were like, I think I just want to right now get, the supplements and the toothpaste, you could get the basic starter kit and add those two things on there and just go with your own leisurely self and add things as you wanted to. You would then have a membership. You could get on there anytime you wanted and place an order. And like I said, this team is amazing. So I know that whoever invited you to this call tonight is going to guide you along the whole way and really just be there to make sure that you know what you're doing. We have tons of resources and books. I love sending out this little pamphlet that shows all of the oils. I have some welcome books that Jordan Trant wrote, and we are always here. We add you into our Savvy Oiler Club if you're not already in that and you are a member. Message whoever enrolled you and they will add you to it, because it's just endless support. And we always have these Tuesday night calls for education. And I think next week is debunking oily myths. So that class is going to be so fun. You don't want to miss it. And thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for Oils and Kids.